Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my eBay haul for Friday, October 21st. I didn't go out on the 22nd because the weather was kind of crappy and it was cold and rainy and I was tired, so I didn't go anywhere. But I did find some stuff on Friday. Not a whole lot, but I did find one really good thing that I'll probably save for last. But I'm filming this the day after Halloween. It's probably still going to be a while before you guys see this one, but I hope everyone had a wonderful Halloween. We took our daughter and her best friend trick-or-treating, and it was funny because her best friend's Chinese, and her parents came over. I know her mom came over in 1980. I'm not really sure when her dad came over, but her parents are divorced. Her dad went with us last year, and he was completely amazed at, how gung-ho everyone was about Halloween in the part of town that we trick-or-treat in. So last night, we went with her mom. We trick-or-treated around their neighborhood for just a few minutes while her mom was finishing up a meeting, and then we told her to follow us into town. And they close the streets off, and the cops are there, and the kids can run around in the streets, and the houses are decked from top to bottom. There's computerized things and animated things and fog machines. It's insane. All the owners of the houses dress up. It's crazy. And there's one house in particular that goes completely nuts, and they have a theme every year. They've done Wizard of Oz, Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, and this year, although they did it a few years ago, they did Star Wars again, and it was incredible. I mean, they had like a 2-story tall AT-AT in their yard. If you don't know what that is, it's one of the all-terrain vehicles that they used in one of the earlier movies. They had an X-Wing fighter, one of the spaceships, and lasers, and they had a working, probably, 3-foot tall BB-8 and an R2-D2, and the dog was dressed like Yoda, and the whole family was dressed as characters, and they had a stormtrooper, and it was unbelievable. And as we're walking around, my daughter's best friend's mother just kept looking at everything. She's going, "I don't understand." I'm like, "What don't you understand?" She goes, "So much effort. Why would you take all this time? So much effort." I just started laughing. I go, "'Cause it's Halloween." She's like, "Uh-huh." She goes, "Little kids go to doors begging for candy. Why are you doing all this?" I think that's the first time since she came here in 1980 that she's experienced full-on, no-holds-barred, like, Halloween / trick-or-treating. And she was in culture shock. She really was. She just kept mumbling. She's like, "You crazy Americans. You're crazy." Oh my god, she's funny. Alright, so, moving on. I'm going to show you guys the things that I bought first in a couple little sales, and then I'll show you the stuff that I bought at a Rummage sale that I went to on Friday. One of the sales I went to was like a little boutique-y type store that was closing down, and I happened to be out that way, so I stopped. And of course, since I was out there, I wanted to find something to make it worthwhile. But my phone wasn't working very well in there. But I ended up buying this snowman that's laying on top of this huge glittered snowball. And the reason that I bought it was because it said Bethany Lowe on the bottom. Her stuff can sometimes bring really, really good money. I overpaid for this. Everything in the store was half off, but, the prices were a little high to begin with because it was, boutique-y foo-foo type place. So I think I paid $17.50 for this, hoping that I could double my money, but then when I came home and really looked it up, I'm probably going to break even, maybe make, $5 more. That's about it. So, fortunately, not the greatest find there, but I won't lose money. And then she had some vintage perfumes and stuff on this little tray. So for $5 I picked this one up. It's called Eau de Sortilège. I don't know. It's from Paris. It's French. You guys know I don't speak French. I'm horrible at it. I don't know how much I can get on this. Maybe 20? Not really sure yet. That was all that I bought there. And then I went to an estate sale. And a lot of the things there, of course, typical of the estate sales around here, a lot of things were overpriced. So, I only got 3 things there. I think I spent 12 bucks. For $2 I got the Betty Crocker cookbook with the pie cover. This is always called the pie cover cookbook. This usually sells pretty well. It has a little bit of wear on it here and there, but I should be able to get, I think, a minimum of like 15, hopefully. And then I got 2 bottles of perfume from her. Both Estee Lauder. One is Beautiful and the other is Pleasures. And Pleasures is about 60% full and Beautiful is about 95% full. I paid $5 a piece, and I can't for the life of me right now remember what I listed them for on eBay because I already have them up there. I think it might be around 30 for each. Somewhere between 20 and 30, I think. You guys can check my store and search Estee Lauder and see what I put up there. Sorry guys, I'm not prepared. I'm still like really overtired from Halloween, and I'm achy from walking all over the place. Ugh, I'm getting old. Anyway, and it was impossible to get my daughter up for school this morning. Oh, good Lord. She just assumed that they had the day after Halloween off. I'm like, when have you ever had the day after Halloween off? Well, we should. It would be a good idea, but they don't, so she had to suck it up. Okay, moving on. I think that was it for garage sales and stuff. So the last few things I have to show you are from a rummage sale. It's about 20 minutes from my house at this tiny little Methodist church, and my husband calls it the lazy rummage sale because they don't put prices on anything. It's very bizarre. They have prices on a few little things that are on this first table when you walk in, but other than that, it's kind of a free-for-all. And what you do is you walk in, and there's this little old lady, and she's sitting in a chair next to this little tiny table that has the few things that are priced on it, plus a basket. And you walk down this little hallway, you go into this room, you pick whatever you want, you put it in your bag, and then on your way out, you say hello to the little old lady, and then you put a donation in the basket. You don't show her what you have in your bag, nothing. You just put in whatever you think is fair, and you walk out the door. It's very strange. But that's the way that they do it. So of course, because I'm Methodist, my husband likes to joke that it's the lazy rummage sale. Because he says we have a lazy religion. And he's Catholic, but, you know, and I bust on him about that. So, you know, I'll let him get away with it. So let me show you guys what I bought there. I spent a total of $15, but the last thing I'm going to show you was really good. And I didn't realize it was that good when I bought it, or I probably would have put a little bit more in the basket. Got some coffee mugs. This is a Dansk design naif. I guess that's how you say it. This is a very popular pattern. This mug, though, probably only go for maybe 8. Ooh, money. Hello. Yay. Hold on, I'm going to check my phone. Oh, it's sold a Christmas ornament. Hooray. Okay, moving on. This little Disney mug is really cute with Disney and all his friends. And the little Mickey head balloons. This is from Walt Disney World and Disneyland. Might be able to get about 10 out of that. Then I've got 4 of these mugs, and I got these because they said Dansk on the bottom, and I found out the pattern name is Bing, you know, like for cherry. Although when I first looked at this, I thought they were apples, but they're supposed to be cherries. Not the best. The best. See, I can't even speak today. Not the best Dansk pattern. But I got 4 of these mugs, and then I got 10, I think they're salad plates that are still in the car, but look exactly like this. And I got all of those, and probably can squeak about $5 to $8 out of each plate, and maybe sell all the mugs together for about 20. So not too bad considering, like I said, I only spent 15 bucks at this sale. Got a Nelson red cover Holy Bible, you know, not that fantastic, maybe 8 to 10 on that. It's not in the greatest shape. Got this Camerlane 24 karat gold plated Christmas ornament. It says Middlebury Inn right there. It's hard to see it, but I found out this is in Vermont. I don't really know what I'll get out of this. Maybe 8 to 10. Then I got a couple more Dansk pieces. This is a Dansk salad plate, and again, this is a design naif pattern, but this is from their Christmas line, which I think is a little bit more popular than the regular line. Maybe about 10 on that. Then I got this big, really heavy stoneware. They call it the oval baker, and this again is a design naif piece. This I think I can get at least 40 plus shipping, something like that. Then I got this Lenox pierced votive holder, and if you look really closely you can see it's Christmas themed because it has all these little holly leaves and berries and all that. Maybe only about 10 on that. It's not a crazy good Lenox piece, not like the one I sold last week for like 150 bucks. You know, to which my husband's response was, you know, why don't you do that every week? Why don't you just find 100 of those? You know, it's simple. Yeah, hello. I wish it was that simple. But last but not least, I do have a home run to show you. This was my best find. As I was walking out of the main room, I'm walking back down the little hallway towards the little old lady in her basket. I happened to look down to my left, and sitting on this tiny little table were these 4 little metal enameled mugs. And I looked at them and I saw they were orange, and I saw they had some weird looking bird on them, and I immediately thought they have to be Scandinavian. They have to be. I was hoping they were. And I turned them over, and it's going to be really hard to see this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find one where you can actually read it. Here. This is the best one. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says Finel, F-I-N-E-L, made in Finland. Well, as soon as I saw that, I put them all in my bag. I didn't even bother to look them up. I put $15 in the basket and walked out the door and put everything in my car. When I got home, I looked these up. Finel was actually a part of Arabia, Finland, which, you know, I've told you guys in the past, some Arabia pieces can do really well. And these were actually designed by a man by the name of Kaj Frank, and I sold one of his pieces back in the very, very beginning when I first started. This really ugly white, like, water pitcher with a really simplistic looking blue cow / bull. I don't know. It had horns and udders. It was really confusing. But anyway, I sold that. I bought it for $5 from a very grumpy old lady, and I sold it for $193, and it went to Australia. And I think that was one of the first things back in the beginning that really got me hooked on eBay. So when I found out this was Arabia, I was very excited. And then I found out, and they were by Kaj Frank, I got excited. Found out these birds are called Lintu birds, L-I-N-T-U. So I paid an average of about, I'm trying to find them here on my thing. Yeah, I paid about $1 a piece for these when I averaged everything out. So $4 for the set, and these should sell, I'm probably going to sell all 4 of them together, should sell no problem for about $200. So I was very, very, very happy once I got home and researched these. thrilled to death. So keep your eye out for these little lintubirds. Like I said, guys, I love my mugs. Sometimes they really, really pay off for me. So that is it for today. I think you might hear my washing machine in the background, which I think is finishing up. So I gotta switch the laundry and, you know, keep leading the glamorous life I lead here. So hope everyone's doing well with their sales. Mine have actually been really, really good this past week. I hope it stays that way. And I guess that's it. I'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.